Shalom, everyone. I hope that you are doing well today. Welcome in. We're going to take a look at some energy here and see what's going on collectively. Today is April the 27th. It is 8:11 a.m. Central Standard Time, Kansas City, Missouri. And my name is Shannon Hensley. If you are new, audio discretion advised. If you have little ones around, I don't know how you found this channel. My channel has been messed with for quite some time. And so anyway, welcome in. Buckle up because it gets to be very, very intense. And so I won't hold back. I feel the power of the Most High God, and I'll just speak from that space. It's just the way that He uses me. This is not a religious channel. God is not religious. He's upright and righteous in the earth realm, and He expects us to be that way and to behave ourselves in a certain type of way, just like you do want your kids to be respectful and stuff. We're to be respectful. But there are times where you may have to get up and fight, and God is a God of war as well. And right before I got started, you're hearing shofar in the background because God said to blow the trumpets. And so obviously we have a new moon and things like that the people of the Most High blow for as well. And if you are in a battle, and God showed war yesterday when I was reading, He tells His people to blow the shofar that we may be remembered in war. There's some great big stuff because bloodshed was coming out last night. And so anyway, if you are new, I look at a lot of crime because I'm dealing with an oppressor and a criminal. I have freedom of speech and I have rights, and people are under a judgment for trying to take rights away from people. You can do whatever you want. There's consequences to what you and I do. And we got the man of the earth oppresses people, and I've been dealing with somebody who's tried to be very heinous towards me, and they're going to pay for what they've done. But anyway, I have had the pleasure of sleeping in a bed the last couple of days. I'm literally dealing with somebody who stole my stuff and want to call it theirs. And I've been in and out of my vehicle since January. And I have rights. And yes, I've called all kinds of authority. I've called everybody. And you just have to go back on my platform to know what I'm going through. Any question that you have, I'm sure it's been answered. And called the governor. I've called everybody. And so I'm at your mercy for help today. I don't want to go in my car. I shouldn't have to. I need justice. God said last night there would be justice. And a dirty mechanic put their hands on my car so it won't start. So I'm literally been stranded. And it's disgusting. And anyway, but I don't fear the enemy. This is prophecy taking place as well. We know the end of an enemy with God. They will go to the pit, to the sides of the pit, down to the lower parts of the earth, like God said. They want to be some type of creep, and let them be some type of demonic, infiltrated, paranormal freak when they leave this life, because that's exactly what's going to take place. So anyway, if you are able to help in any way, shape, or form, my CashApp and my PayPal is ShannonEHensleyShah. And the only difference is in PayPal, the L and the Y does not have an E between it. My actual name has an E between it, but I took that out for the address to get to on PayPal. And if there is any upright officials anywhere, I need you to make sure there's no blockages, because I have a recorded conversation for almost 2 hours the other day with PayPal that show on a recorded message with a so-called manager supervisor that stated that there was nothing wrong with my PayPal. But yet I had people on both sides and myself getting messages that there was blockages there. It's been done deliberately. And I'm dealing with a dirty official that's going to go to jail. Whoever the person is, or whoever's connected with an official of some sort. I don't really care. They're nobody to me. They won't make something right, then they're nobody to me. So I showed in that video there on our conversation the message that I was getting on my side. And so anyway, but they just swore up and down that everything was okay with my PayPal. And yesterday I got an email from PayPal saying, "Welcome to PayPal." That's weird. I've had people give on PayPal just this last week, even after they said that something was blocked. So either the people that the 2 people that gave through PayPal, or the 3 people that gave through PayPal several days ago, either just randomly got through, or they're a part of this nonsense. That I can only judge it two ways. So I don't know, but it helped me, and so I'm grateful for what did come through. But if you're able to help, it's rainy outside, so I have to carry all my stuff down to the car, and it's dumb. I shouldn't even have to deal with any of this. Somebody needs to go to prison, and God brought prison out yesterday, and that's what they're avoiding. Trying to do some nonsense with me, and I'm an innocent party, and the person's never had a conversation with me. I have many videos saying, talk to me, what's this about, come on. And so the person's a coward. Somebody's a freaking coward. It's wrong. This is the kind of earth that we want to live in? No, it is not. Anyway, it says, rob not the poor because he is poor. And we had talent that came out yesterday, and some people have been made poor. And God is talking about rob not the poor because he's poor, and neither oppress and afflict in the gate, in the internet gates. It says, for Jehovah will plead our cause, and he'll spoil the one who's doing that to you and I. That wanted to jump out, and that is what I have been dealing with. And God said a thief would be caught, and they are going to be caught. They stole my whole house from me illegally. Illegally. Jehovah Elohim, I just thank you for who you are. We fear no evil. It's interesting. This is jumping out because it was just coming through my spirit when that card jumped out, because I thought it was this. Anyway, the Most High says there is no other God beside him. And people just think that there's all kinds of gods. There's angels that are fallen that want your demon worship, is what it boils down to. They rebellious. The kingdom of God is one, and Jehovah is one, and there's none beside him. And he says to look to him. He is our Savior. There is none beside him. He says, look unto me and be saved, all the ends of the earth. Something big's going on today. Something big's going on today. He says, for I am Elohim and there is none else. I have sworn by myself. He's the source. He swore by himself. He said, the word has gone out of my mouth, and in righteousness it has gone out of my mouth, and shall not return to me void. And so when God speaks something, it's not going to return to him and say, well, it couldn't accomplish. Whatever God's saying, he's saying he's going to spoil somebody who's spoiling other people. Okay? If somebody needs to call out upon God and make a thing right, hopefully you can get some grace. That's really the heart of the Father. That's really the heart of the Father. But if you can't do it and you want to war with him, then he's going to speak a word and it ain't going to return void, and somebody's going to be spoiled real hard. It's the truth. And anyway, he said he spoke the word in righteousness. It went out of his mouth and it will not return to him void. And every single knee is going to bow before him and say he is the King of Kings. He's over every kind of a lordship in this realm. And I don't care if you believe that or not. It's the truth. It's the truth. At the bottom of the deck, it says that happy is the man that fears Jehovah Elohim. Yes. And he's the only one that gives us peace even in the midst of a storm. We ain't afraid of stupids. We ain't afraid of giants. God told people yesterday not to be afraid. Are you afraid today? You better get your mind up on the Most High God. It's important. Whatever you're facing, it's important. Happy is the man that fears Jehovah Elohim always, but he that hardens his neck shall fall into mischief. That's bad. Anyway, you ain't going to be delivered out of some type of stupid mischief thinking that you're going to do something here on another person. God's going to trip somebody up. Let's get started here. So if you are new, like I said, I feel energy, so you're just going to have to understand the intensity that comes off of me in this channel. I'm just speaking from that space. If you can't handle it, then you're not part of the soul group. Thanks for checking me out. You'll just click off. Thanks a lot. I don't mess around here. It's a no tolerance channel because people's lives are at stake. Nobody has a right to take somebody's life and take their things and call it theirs and be an imposter. And somebody in those readings last night was wearing a mask. And you want to play some little stupid childish game, you go right on ahead, but I'm going to call it stupid for what it is. Dumb. Hold on, I'm going to grab a different deck of cards. I feel led to take this deck. Jehovah, I appreciate you. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. Every tongue that rises up against us, your people. You say you give us a heritage to condemn their tongues. So we just condemn the tongue of the enemy. We know that the battle belongs to you. I blow this shofar for me and my brothers and sisters for a covenant that you've given to us. Nobody else has this covenant. It's between you and your people. That you say that if we blow the shofar, you'll remember us in this battle, and the battle belongs to you. So I'm asking you to get up and fight for your people today, Yehovah. I thank you for who you are. What do you want to bring out here, please? So we have something very slow moving today. This is a loyalty card as well. This is the night that we want. God brought out the word gold and stuff like that. If you look at the back of this horse, there's all kinds of gold and money and stuff like that, because somebody's been robbing somebody. God's fixing to spoil somebody. If somebody does not humble themselves and call out to the ends of the earth, to the only wise God, God's going to still make this person freaking bow before him, whether they like it or not. If they want to harden their neck, they're in some type of mischief, they won't be saved. They won't be saved unless they do the right thing today. So anyway, it's something arriving today in some situation. Show me what else is out here today. All that money was in the earth reading last night. We have an abomination. The scales are in the reverse. We have somebody who's been biased. Again, if somebody is in the law, then they're dirty. They're dirty, and they would have some type of a connection to internet gates, because the FBI and stuff kept coming out yesterday as well. And so anyway, somebody just think that, well, I'll just take my power up in here because I'm in the law, and I'll be biased to somebody and abominable. And that truth and stuff was there yesterday, and God said there would be justice today. There's two people in the scales, and I guess, or there's groups of people really, because God kept bringing them out. But that's in the reverse. Something's abominable. God says if your scales and your weights, they're not even, that's abominable to him. Somebody's abominable out here. Look, 3 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Well, all this person does, they go to different locations or do different things to different people. They build decoys. 3 of Pentacles is about other people, third parties. Somebody wants to collaborate something today, but it's all fake. It's all fake here. That's a fake energy. There ain't no other gods. Your little idol is not a god that you're burning your incense to and you're building and stuff like that, unless God builds the house, which I was amazed this morning's reading was all that. I sat there and laughed out loud. Those of you who caught the video last night, God was speaking, unless he builds the house, it's been built in vain. And somebody is building something in vain, because it always falls over and they lose some stuff here. God's going to spoil somebody who's spoiling other people. Ridiculous. Person's got mental problems because God said they had. Show me the truth out here, please. The C and or the K is out here. So you've got a greedy individual out here. Okay, King of Pentacles, we had a lot of stuff about work and somebody was going to get fired. 4 of Pentacles is hanging on to all you have, or grudges, or greed. And there is greed because there's a freaking thief out here around people's stuff. And anyway, the truth, and we're looking at the Justice cards in the reverse. It's abominable. Somebody curse it out here with God. Curse goes into your house when you thieve. It'll just enter right on into your house. And somebody got a curse coming in a really bad way. There's choices out here that somebody has made. It's cost them 7 of Cups, dreaming up some nonsense. Somebody's trying to rebuild something out here, because the Most High said that it was a new cycle, and that somebody was trying to return and things like that today. And 7 of Cups says you better step back and you better choose correctly. God's going to bring his arm out here on somebody out here. For some of y'all, this is a bribe. It's abominable. And a bribe will also curse you as well. The wheel is at the top. Okay, well, anyway, somebody can get a whirlwind from God. If you exaggerate something and you lie, you're in big trouble. This is scattering energy. This is a change that's going to take place today. It's also a new cycle. It's also positivity as well, regardless what we go through and whoever's doing what. we become the trap of the enemy who's also trying to trap. That's an absolute fact. The letter Y. Somebody's name is K out here. The K and the Y. You could be from Kentucky as well. But there's choices out here being made. Sorry, didn't mean to hit that. Show me what's in the hidden, please, that we need to know about. What's in the hidden, please? So the will is God's arm. It's the yod. The will. Somebody's fixing to get the arm of God over them in a really big way. Yeah, look, somebody's stupid out here. They're an idiot. Okay, well, bring it. We're ready to contend. God said there was a fist fight today. I guess some fools can get their freaking teeth knocked out. Go ahead, come on. We're ready for you, stupid. Because you have no sense on the inside of you. You're an idiot. Somebody's a cuckoo out here. We already seen all that bullying with pride last night. Somebody's seared in their heart. Something about a lighter skinned person is here, whether you're upright or the kook or you're involved. There's groups, and so it'll go either way with that energy given what come out. They're in the hidden space. Ooh, we scared of no one but God. I'll mock the freaks right back, folks. It's stupidness. Somebody's a friend out here involved in something. There is alteration. This has a meaning of alterating things. They are in the gate. This is government. Somebody works for the government out here. An IT worker was being judged today in last night's reading as well. I guess see you later. Your job's going away. I guess you'll go to prison as well because you have, for some of our cases, doing this nonsense, you've entered into bloodshed and you're just as guilty as a murderer for consenting to do this stuff. You're cursed. This is about a protection. Somebody better get up in here and protect. God's armor will protect. The dog's also about a protection. But somebody's friend also did come out really strong last night as well. In the negative, this is a pervert card. This is a prostitute involved in something. For some of y'all, it's a control freak attacking stupid. With this being here, somebody's friend is out here around something that has been alterated around a document as well. Okay? Whatever the document has been recorded. Something's been recorded, some type of conversation, some type of a literal document of some sort. It could be a government document, and somebody's got some stupid stuff, and they think that they have a right to protect something that they've done in some type of a wickedness, and they keep getting in bed with people. If this is a slut out here attached to something and building here and there and building stupid decoys and everything else, and God's going to spoil somebody right back. Now, if this is good news and this is protection for upright purposes, and somebody's upright here and going to call out to God, then you're going to find some grace and good for you. May God give you grace, and then you take your testimony and rebuild and be something of worth in the earth. And I applaud you there. And I do. But if you're going to be some type of stupid, we're ready to contend against this nonsense. This is stupidness. Somebody does have prison upon them anyway for their consequence that they've already done, and it just is what it is. But you don't want your soul to go to hell, because you are going to die someday in this realm. So whether you have to go to jail for something or not, you'll at least, have your soul in the end. But that's up to you what you choose. The car lot and a bigamist is out here. It was somebody that got more than one spouse. Somebody's husband's out here. The ninth house goes to the husband. This goes back to contractual things. Instead, this is a marriage certificate. Somebody alterated some type of nonsense around something with somebody's husband. That also can be a husband card. A King of Pentacles represents a marriage material energy. And then somebody got more than one spouse out here. Attached to something going on. Somebody's going to say it's time to speak. Okay, well, we ready. We're ready. I'm ready for it. Because Jehovah's going to step on it. He's going to step on into this situation. Somebody thinks they're going to approach me. I had 3 or 4 men at my door the other day try to approach me, thinking that they were going to come into this hotel room. Said they had to get in here, and I called the front desk. And that front desk didn't even know anything about it. They stood there, though. in front of my door. And after the lady downstairs looked and told me who they were, construction, maintenance, whatever she said they were, then I got off the phone, I opened the door, they never came in. Why? Why did it change? Because something was up with it. You don't touch me. I'm a daughter of the great king. My brothers and sisters, we've got a shield around about us. I ain't afraid of you. I've never had a fist fight in my life, but if today's going to be that day, I'm going to give it all I got. You're going to bleed out here. Understand me? You've done enough, you fool. You've done a freaking enough. A dirt road. Well, there's something about travel that's out here with the wheel. And a judge is out here. That judge came out yesterday. There's something illegal going on. There's something stupid, abominable, and illegal going on. God, I feel this energy this morning. Get up and fight, Yehovah, and roar against your enemy. Because they are your enemy. News is on its way. Okay. Trembling. Okay, well, God said last night, if you are a person of God, you were told last night, we do not fear nobody but God alone. What can man do to us? Nothing. They're setting themselves up for these stupid traps that they're setting. God's only going to let them go so far with it. If they cross the line on words that God has said, you don't touch my people, you talk about some torturous nonsense that's going to take place with some demonic piece of infiltrated crazy kook out here. They got nothing coming. God fights for us. Somebody stupid out here. We already know they're cuckoo because God said that they were last night. Trembling and sweat and move with vexation. There's a weapon out here or fear of an enemy and returning to source. It is bloodshed. And again, God said you better call up on him because he's going to spoil you for spoiling us. Guess you're going to go to the lower parts of the earth today. Go ahead and approach. You got things that are not yours. I'm sitting here suffering. The word suffering kept coming out. And so does other people. And I'm a voice for the people of God that's going through some stuff. And you're going to pay hard for what you're doing out here. So the Laguz. This is an embarrassment on somebody. I guess you'll be embarrassed. I guess God will make a spectacle out of you today on some nonsense. This is complicated what's going on. It is complicated because somebody's done something crazy out here. Somebody done something perverted and nasty in some type of alterating of something out here that's illegal. Built some type of stupidness. They're caught up in something. So probably what's happened is they just they went to somebody probably in the law as well because that energy was really strong yesterday. Whatever they've done, they're trying to cover their own stuff. And for some people's cases, they're just trying to cover their own sin. And I'm hearing a patsy. Somebody maybe patsy, but somebody's done something like that out here on somebody. Something illegal is going on. Anyway, we ain't moved by it. Something why water came out last night as well. And this is a water rune. It's a complicated thing going on out here. But anyway, it's an embarrassment. The letter L is here. The C, the K, and the Y. The J. Somebody's name is... there's a jackal out here. Somebody's name could be Jack or Jackie involved in something as well. With the J-A-C-K-Y specifically out here. The lake is out here, so there is something by water out here, so something happened by the lake. Then that came out yesterday as well. Something's out here about somebody being loyal, but when we looked at that loyalty card that came out last night, it came out on a group of people. So if a group of people are going to be kooks and being loyal to some type of demonic thing because they're all caught up in this thievery stuff, your hands will be chopped off. You will be met by God. You will bleed out. You are his enemy. He will get up in your face like God says. These are words of Yehovah, not me. I'm just repeating what my Father says. You'll be met. And we're glad you're out. You don't want to repent. You don't want to do what's right. Then may you just bleed out today. Another one bites the dust. See you later. We're not afraid of you. You spread your traps. God said you're going to fall in it. Some of y'all got somebody trying to approach you. Let them open their freaking mouth. So somebody has secretly been in love with somebody for a long time, and there's a truthful heart out here. Not everybody's dealing with the bigamist situation, but if you are and somebody's saying they're secretly in love, somebody may be married out here already, and you might want to watch out with that nonsense. Something about something burning is out here. God's got a spirit of burning as well, folks. They stole our work and called it their work, and they're caught, and they're going to be justice. You are caught. God's going to spoil you. I'm going to go to court for all that. You owe me too much money. There is not even an amount on what you owe me, and it ain't about the money. It's about justice. But God tells his people, I'm bringing you to a wealthy place, and that's where I'm headed, to a wealthy place like God Almighty says. Jehovah don't lie. It's because that same portion says that they rode over our backs and plowed over us and plowed over us. And it said, God said he's going to get up and he's going to take his people to a wealthy place because of it. They set us up. The wealth of the wicked's laid up for the just. They stole it, and they're going to lay it at our feet some way, shape, or form. It's coming back to us. You crazy not being on Jehovah's side. But anyway, whatever. They stole our work. Called it theirs. The music industry called my music their music. It ain't theirs. Whoever was a little imposter and ran my stuff to France and said this platform was theirs, it ain't yours. It's Shannon Hensley. I'm out of Kansas City, Missouri. I've always been out of Kansas City, Missouri. You can't have mine inheritance. Sorry. And Jehovah himself says that Yisrael is his inheritance, and he will not cast us off. So it's a lose for some stupid cuckoo out here. Anyway, that came out. A pimp. Like I said, there's a prostitute out here. Some nasty hoes out here. You stink. You skank. Something about somebody feeling bad and shameful. Well, with pride comes shame. If you're going to humble yourself, may God give you a testimony. Something about a drinker is out here, or something about drinking energy, the Y, or being at a crossroad, or there's snake tongue out here as well. The other way, somebody who likes to play pool is a clue. We got drinking energy out here attached to something that's went down in a perverse type of a way. Then I guess you have somebody caught up in something very abominable out here around something that is going on. But there's trembling, sweating, being moved with vexation. Some type of enemy is out here, and God's telling us not to be afraid. Let's go. We have the right to stand in our rightful place and call the things that we know are ours, and you don't have a right to be some type of little imposter on some stuff. You're in error. You're in error. So the L and the C and the K and the Y and the A and the J is out here. And if somebody dies, and I guess, or if somebody already did die, then so be it. Somebody's trying to do something because the mob came out last night. We're just not moved by the mob. Oh my God, the mob. I'm not moved by it. I'm ready to contend. Whatever's going on, bring it. I've said it for a long time. Bring it. You're in error with me. And Jehovah's on my side, not some thief. Not some lying, stupid kook. I got proven, recorded documentation, evidence that prove it right in the court of law, and there's a judge out here, and I serve the judge of judges. Jehovah's the governor of the nations. The earth belongs to Jehovah and the fullness thereof. They and they that dwell therein. Are you in the earth? Well, then, you're really underneath God's rulership. He's sovereign here. Even though he gives us free will, he gets last say. So you better make something right out here, or something's going to go wrong your way. God's going to spoil somebody. It says Jehovah's going to do it. You can go ahead and make your plans all day long. God's going to direct the path today of this matter. I'll record from my car, I guess, in the car lot if I have to. But I shouldn't have to. Somebody needs to get some money to me for some shelter. And you know you do, because the things that are mine are mine. There's going to be justice for something out here, and God's going to make sure some way, shape, or form that's going to be set up with justice for groups of people today. Consequences on your decisions out here. Whatever you think you're dreaming up out here, it ain't going to work for some type of nonsense. This is what come out. Until next time, y'all have a great day. I'll let you know what's going on. Shalom. Stay in peace. God's got this. Right, Mike?